Aalis ka na ba ng Pilipinas at ikaw ay nababahala kung mahaba pa ba ang immigration line? May pagbabago ba? Alamin natin yan sa videong ito at gayon din ang mga baggage-related questions ninyo from excess baggage at kung ang free baggage allowance ba ng international at domestic flight na ang free baggage allowance ba ng international flight mo versus your domestic flight ay pareho or hindi? And then, canned food pwede bang dalhin sa iyong check-in baggage? Watch this video and find out the answers. Hi mga travelers at mga kabayan! Welcome back to another episode of Jamie Aries Talk TV kung saan sasagutin po natin ang iyong katanungan aking mga kabayan. Ako po si Jamie Aries, ang iyong Talk TV show host na nag-iimbita sa inyo na mag-subscribe na po kayo sa ating channel at i-click nyo na rin po yung notification bell so that you'll get updated every time meron po tayong mga bagong updates at kasagutan sa inyong mga katanungan regarding travel. Para po sa ating unang katanungan mula po sa ating subscriber na si Chris. Sabi niya, "Hi ma'am, may update na po ba kayo sa immigration at check-in counter kung may pagbabago na po? Salamat po." Hi Chris, kamusta na? Kailan pa ang iyong flight paalis ng Pilipinas? Etong information na nakuha natin ay mula sa Bureau of Immigration from the time na lumabas yung balita na napakahaba ng pila at may ilang mga kababayan natin ang naiwan ng kanilang eroplano dahil sa haba ng pila at hindi din ganun kaaga ang pagbubukas ng mga check-in lane. Ito na ang hakbang na ginawa po ng immigration. Aking mga kabayan, tingnan po natin. Mula po sa Bureau of Immigration, sabi po nila, sinabi po ng Bureau of Immigration at kanilang inassure ang publiko na they have sufficient manpower to cater to the expected increase ng passengers, especially this coming summer season. Ito po ay nirelease nila last March 7. And according to the Bureau of Immigration Commissioner Norman Tansinko, sa ngayon, ang Bureau of Immigration ay meron na pong around 30,000 daily arrivals at ang processes around 34,000 departures. So, apart from no leaves for port personnel during the peak season, in-instruct na rin po sa Bureau of Immigration Airport Terminal heads na personally make sure that all counters are fully manned. Ayan po yung update natin to service all inbound and outbound passengers. Sinabi po ito ni Mr. Tansinko. At sinabi niya rin na in-instruct niya ang mga Bureau of Immigration terminal heads to engage airlines for a more efficient processing of passengers. So, ibig sabihin po nito, katulad nung nabanggit po natin sa iba pa nating balita na ang mga airlines ay kumbaga hihikayatin at i-advise na magbukas ng mas maaga than the usual para magkaroon ng efficient or mas mabilis na processing ng mga pasahero from airline counters, makakapunta na po agad sila ng mabilis doon sa immigration counters. Sinabi po nila ng airport authorities na nag-share po ng Bureau of Immigration Space and NAIA. Terminal 3 will also be expanded soon, which will allow them to deploy more immigration officers. At sinabi rin po ni Mr. Tansinko na apart from that, ine-expect din nila na may mga new batch of 38 immigration officers to graduate from the Philippine Immigration Academy in Clark, followed by a batch of 147 additional immigration officers. At sinabi rin ni Tansinko na patuloy pa po sila mag-hire ng immigration officers para po ma-add ang increasing demand sa international travel o pagtaas o pagkakaroon ng surge when it comes to travel. Sinabi po nila na ang polisiya daw po ng hindi pag-aalaw na pag-take ng photos and videos in the immigration area is not new. And similar signages have been posted in the past. The same is being practiced in many countries. At ako naman po ay sasang-ayon diyan dahil talaga naman po pag immigration area, talagang matagal na po na bawal ang videos, bawal ang photos, even I am a vlogger, nire-respeto po natin yan dahil yan po ang kumbaga polisiya ng immigration at kailangan we have to respect that. At yan ang ating update when it comes to immigration. At yan ang ating update regarding immigration counters. And aside from that, sa airport natin, bubuksan na rin nila yung e-gates. So, kung mabilis naman at kaya niyong gamitin yung e-gates, mga kabayan at travelers, gamitin niyo po yung e-gates. Mas mabilis, sabi nila, around 15 to 17 seconds, tapos na. But let us just say it's a minute, right? So, then, mas mabilis po yung turnover natin. Matatapos po kayo agad sa immigration at makakaproceed na po kayo sa boarding gate at maiwasan na maiwan po ng inyong flight. So, yan po mga kabayan. Looking forward na nakatulong itong information sa inyo, especially sa iyo, Chris, sa iyong pag-alis sa Pilipinas. Mula naman kay NDG, sabi niya, I will be flying on an economy class via Qatar Airways from the US to the Philippines on April 6 with layover in Doha, Madam. A traveler in the economy class is allowed to check in baggages of 23 kilograms or 50 pounds each. In my case, halimbawa, isang baggage ang dadalhin or lang ang dadalhin ko, pero abot na po ng 27 kilograms or 59.5 pounds. Is my bag considered excess? I appreciate much your reply to my query. Thank you. Hi, NDG. Kamusta na? Kailan ba ang flight mo? Yan. Hi, NDG. Kamusta na? Naku, ilang weeks na lang at flight mo na. So, ganito, when it comes to flying from the US, talagang very strict sila when it comes to economy classes to only have 23 kilograms per luggage. Now, naintindihan din naman kita kasi kumbaga 23 kilograms yung isang baggage mo at gusto mo lang malaman kung yung extra 4 kilograms para mag-total ng 27 kilograms ay pwede mo nang ilagay sa luggage na yun instead na dadalawahin mo pa yung iyong bagahe. Now, to your question, mako-consider ba itong excess? Now, hindi naman siya mako-consider na excess baggage in terms na ang total baggage or free baggage allowance mo ay 46 kilograms. Pero, tandaan mo, there are two premises that they are looking at. One is the weight for the free baggage allowance at yung second one naman is yung bigat per luggage that you will have. Now, although you did comply yung within 46 kilograms kasi 27 kilograms siya, pero yung limit na 23 kilograms lang ang inaalaw per economy class, yun yung medyo may challenge tayo doon. At this point in time, kung pre-pandemic halimbawa iyan, noon nangyari, maaring sabihin ko sa'yo that is possible kasi ginagawa ng ilang airlines na, alam mo yun, they actually allow you na 23 ka, total 46, pero alam mo yun, gusto mo nalang pagsamahin. So, dati, ina-allow yun. Ngayon, lalo na kumaga dumaan tayo sa pandemic crisis, quite strict na ang mga airlines, kasama na dyan ang Qatar Airways. Naghigpit na sila. So, kung 23 kilograms, maaring ang titingnan nila is, again, yung class of your travel. So, 23 kilogram per luggage. Actually, depende sa polisiya nila at depende rin sa mag-check-in sa'yo. So, ganito na lang may advice ko sa'yo para at least huwag kang magkaroon ng challenge sa airport. So, i-follow mo na lang yung 23 kilograms na isang luggage and then yung 4 kilograms extra, you can use a bag that is like a duffel bag na may lock na rin para at least hindi naman ganun kabigat yung luggage mo. Kasi pwede naman yon. You don't have to bring 2 suitcases na malalaki kung 4 kilograms lang naman ang laman nun. Pwede naman, alam mo yung mga duffel bag na pwedeng lagyan ng lock suitcase na lang. Pwede naman yon. Now, bakit duffel bag ang sinasuggest ko sa'yo? Kasi, kung sakasakali lang, at least, sumunod ka dun sa 23 kilograms at yung 4 kilograms na sa duffel bag siya. Kung sakasakali lang na nasa counter ka na at makikita nilang 27 kilograms, you can always ask them at the counter at least manggagaling sa kanila yung sagot. Tanong mo lang, since total of 46 kilograms yung aking free baggage allowance, pwede ba itong 4 kilograms na isama ko na lang doon sa 23 kilograms na luggage ko para at least hindi dalawa yung bit-bit ko since it's within 46 kilograms pa rin naman eh. So, you check with them kung ano yung polisiya nila. If they will actually allow you, that's great. If not, then at least nakasafe ka na, magkahiwalay na sila ng bag. Kesa pagdating mo sa airport, dun ka pa maghihiwalay ng bag. Mas madaling isiksik yung isang small duffel bag, wag naman yung makapal. Yung isiguraduhin mo lang, practice mo na rin sa bahay yung paano mo ipapak yung mga gamit mo na kung sakasakaling payagan ka, na alam mo yon, isama yung 4 kilograms sa loob ng isang luggage or check-in bag, then madali mong maipapasok ito. So, yun ang ma-i-advise or masasuggest ko sa'yo, NDG, para at least sigurado natin na hindi ka pagbabayarin ng excess baggage. At the same time, hindi ka dun pa mag-unpack sa airport just in case hindi nila pinagsama mo tapos hindi naman pala nila i-allow because of certain policies per class of travel sa airline. So, looking forward na all will be well sa iyong flight sa April 26. Balitaan mo kami ha, kamusta? And looking forward that you'll enjoy your vacation. From Shoni Glomar, sabi niya, good day, Miss Jamie. Tanong ko lang po kung pwede sa check-in luggage ang delata like tuna, spam, corned beef. Salamat po. At mula kay Marian Cinco, sabi niya, magandang hapon po. Pwede po bang sa luggage ng mga delata tulad ng spam po? Hi, Shoni Glomar at Marian Cinco. Kamusta na kayong dalawa? Actually, pwede naman yung mga, kumbaga, canned goods sa check-in luggage natin or ninyo. Just make sure na hindi ito, yung timbang ay hindi lalagpas sa free baggage allowance ninyo kung hindi maaari kayo masingil ng excess baggage. So, God bless and enjoy your vacation, Shoni and Marian. From Kashmir and Cruz, hi, yung sa connecting flight in Manila with different airlines, do we have to pay the local baggage allowance or the baggage allowance where your flight originates applies? Like for example, sa Emirates, their baggage allowance is 50 pounds or 23 kilos, while PAL domestic or is only 10 kilos. So if I rechecked in PAL, do I have to pay my 13 kilos excess per luggage? Thank you. Hi, Kashmir and how are you? A lovely day to you. So regarding your concern, so let me answer the first question and then I'll answer the second one. Now, once you fly, for example, with an international airline such as Emirates, and you will be traveling domestically with another airlines, and even if you are flying with the same carrier, the number or the weight of the free baggage allowance from your international flight, in this case it's Emirates, does not apply to the PAL domestic flight. So it means exactly what you said. To answer the second question, if you have 23 kilos with Emirates and then your domestic flight with PAL only gives you 10 kilograms, it means you're correct. The 13 kilos will be an excess for your luggage and you have to pay this. Now, remember, if you have two luggages of 23 kilos and you only have 10 kilos as allowance for PAL domestic, then therefore you will have to pay 13 kilos as an excess for the PAL domestic of having only 10 kilos as a free baggage allowance, and the other baggage that will also be another 23 kilos. But if you only have one bag of 23 kilos, then it's only the 13 kilos excess that you will have to pay. So Kashmir, I hope this helped you. I mean, this information, another tip that I can give you and the rest of our travelers. So if you know for a fact that you will be traveling with an international airline that gives you higher free baggage allowance, and when you transfer to your domestic flight, they only give you like a very low equivalent of the kilos or the free baggage allowance for your check-in luggage, I suggest you buy a prepaid baggage. Ayan, meron silang, they actually have what we call the free baggage. They actually have a prepaid baggage, kumbaga package. So if you purchase it in advance for the over or excess kilograms that you have from your baggage or from your international flight, they will actually give this package at a lower price, while compared if you will be actually just buying this from the airport, it could be kumbaga mas mahal siya, or it will be more expensive. So Kashmir Ann, you have to make a decision. So do you want to comply with the 10 kilograms of the PAL domestic requirement? So meaning, and you don't want to pay any excess fee. So what you can do is just bring 10 kilos. But you know, it's so hard for us, especially if you're flying from overseas, to just carry 10 kilos. So if you want to still carry your 23 kilos, then it's either you get a prepaid extra baggage, so that at least the 10 kilos, you can have another extra kilos to suffice or to actually match the 23 kilos that you had from your international flight. So with that, looking forward that this again gave you tips that you can use when you fly back to the Philippines. If you have further question, Kashmir, please let me know so I can help you. And travelers, same thing with you. Should you have more questions, tanong lang po kayo, iwan nyo po dyan sa comment box ko, nang sa gayon ay masagot natin. So muli, looking forward that this video had helped you. You find this helpful and informative, please click like, and I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel. That's Jamie Aries Talk TV, at i-follow nyo na rin po ako sa FB page at TikTok ko. So muli, saan man po tayong dako ng mundo, taas noo, tayo'y mga Filipino. Muli, ako po si Jamie Aries, ang inyong Talk TV show host na nagsasabi, may God bless you, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you in my next video.